Okay, hello everybody, my name is and today we're going to be doing something a little different. Today we're going to be ranking all of the Five Nights at Freddy's games on a tier list. First of all, wait, what is this? Hold on, let me reverse image search this. I can't reverse image search that. Hold on. Oh, I gotta save it, whatever. No, I don't want to save it. Okay, I don't know what this is. Someone tell me what that is, please. I have no clue what this is. Okay, let me put these in order real quick. Hold on. Okay, anyways, let's start with the first ever FNAF game. Oh god, when this one came out? 2014. I mean, what can I say about it? I think we all know. We all know it's gotta go on S tier. It's gotta go on S tier, right? Like, how can I put it? How can I put it any lower? We wouldn't have had any of this or this abomination without this game. Yeah, I don't know. I remember playing this game, terrifying. Like I know now, looking back on it, it's not like that scary or whatever, but back then it was just so different, you know. I don't know, it was amazing. S tier, obviously. S tier. Oh, FNAF 2. Okay, this is where I feel like I'm gonna get a lot of hate, but I'm gonna put it in A tier. What? I didn't really enjoy FNAF 2. FNAF 2 was an extremely important game in the franchise, in the community. It brought along like the Marionette, Balloon Boy, a lot of the new characters. But that was just it. Like, in the first game, Freddy was the big bad. Freddy was the bad guy. Up until night 3, you didn't know what he would do, and then boom, he came out, and then he was just this mystery, like animatronic hiding in the shadows. You could see his eyes or whatever. He was the big bad. But in FNAF 2, it just wasn't like that. It was Foxy and the Marionette is what you worried about in FNAF 2 mainly. Freddy wasn't really a thing. And there was 2 versions of him, so it was a disconnect that I didn't enjoy. That's why I put an A tier, just because there are a lot of parts that I did enjoy, like the mask and I don't know, the no power. But yeah, I don't know, I like that. Was this was Scott's troll game right before FNAF 3. S tier. Honestly, it was, I don't even know where to put this, because it's a troll game. It's not meant to be good, so I'm gonna just put it in D tier. As a game, I didn't like it. But yeah, if y'all didn't know, Scott Cawthon released this game, I'm pretty sure anyways, right before FNAF 3 as a troll. But speaking of which, here is FNAF 3. FNAF 3, okay. Again, I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but I'm also gonna put this in A tier. Now, I know people are probably gonna say that FNAF 3 was trash, and I understand where you're coming from, but honestly, for me, the story and the atmosphere and Springtrap himself in FNAF 3 absolutely carried that entire game. The gameplay was horrible, absolutely horrible. I agree with you that's why it's not an S, but it just, FNAF 3 was such an important and just mind-blowing part of the series, right? Like, honestly, we probably could have ended the game in FNAF 3. But yeah, FNAF 3, A tier. It's just, like, I almost want to put it in B, but I'm gonna go A tier just because it was such an important game, and like Springtrap is so cool. He's so cool. It's just that the gameplay itself is just kind of lacking. Speaking of lacking gameplay, here's FNAF 4. I'm gonna put this one in B tier. The reason why I'm putting this in B tier, 1, because of the gameplay. It was just completely abandoned everything. Like, you could say it's different, but it wasn't good different, right? There was no power, which whatever. There was no cameras, so you didn't know where anything was, and it was all about listening, which made it that much more scary and just more jump scary and annoying. You'd think it'd make me more, like, scary is a good thing because it's a horror game, right? But it just made the game so much more tedious and hard to understand, because this was also one of the harder ones to learn, just because you had to learn through trial and error what the sounds were, what meant what you had to do in certain situations, right? It didn't really tell you, because there was also no phone guy. But also, I put this in B because, 1, this is an enormous game for the story, but it also brings up the most questions in the story. Even MatPat said this. The story of FNAF 4 is the most complicated, except for maybe Security Breach, because Security Breach was really weird. But yeah, FNAF 4 definitely B tier. It was alright. It was alright. FNAF World. Okay, this one. Oh god, I have a special place in my heart for FNAF World. I know Scott didn't hate it, or Scott hated it, and a lot of community didn't really like it, but I'm gonna put it just behind FNAF 3, just because I played this. This is my first YouTube video on the channel. Honestly, I love FNAF World. I love it to bits. I've played it. I just recently went back to it. It's still amazing. I don't understand why he didn't like it. It was great. I don't understand it. I don't know if it's still canon or not. Honestly, yeah, it wasn't really a huge thing to the story. There was some things in there that helped solve some stuff, but honestly, FNAF World was just, it was good. It was just a good game. The game was good. I loved it. Okay. Oh, it's this location. Honestly, I'm gonna put this in S tier. The reason why I put it in S tier, it was, okay, you know how I said FNAF 4 was different, but a bad different? This was a good different. Completely changed the way we thought of FNAF, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. We still had the whole, like, original cast, kind of minus Chica. But that also brought in more lore and stuff. There was a lot of story to unpack in this one. This one also was the longest time between the 4th and 6th location than like any other game, if that makes sense. Because if you didn't know, Scott made the first 4 games within 12 months. Like, that is insane. Like, there are no Call of Duty style games, but like, damn, like that takes hard work. But yeah, honestly, 6th location, we waited quite a while, but it was just amazing, absolutely amazing. I love 6th location. Next, we got Pizzeria Simulator. Oh god, this is a weird one. I think I'm gonna put it above FNAF World. I really like Pizzeria Simulator. It's just, it's just the nights that are just bad. The gameplay, the security nights, whatever, are just bad. That's the only thing dragging this one down. Everything else, we had Helpy, which is super funny. We had more story. Honestly, I would have been okay if FNAF ended with this game. This game was a good ending. I think I don't think they should have ended it here, but it was a really cool thing to see everything burn down and William get killed and all the spirits getting released. I don't know. I absolutely loved the ending to this game, as well as just, it was a Pizzeria Simulator. Like, there was Helpy breaking his neck. There was scary, like, reflections. It was just, I don't know. I really liked some of the stuff that was in this game. Oh, Ultimate Custom Night. I'm gonna put this behind FNAF 4, because although it was really cool to see all like 50-20 mode, because 20 mode has been like a recurring thing in a lot of the games, at the end of the day, there's not a whole lot to it. It's just 50-20 mode. Like, it's good, it's fun, it's cool to learn it. It's also really hard. I'm pretty sure there's only like 3 people in the entire world who actually beat 50-20 mode. Honestly, I have no thoughts on this game, just because it's not much. There's not much to it. There was a little bit of lore to unpack, but not a lot. So yeah. Okay, here's one. FNAF AR. Ooh, I don't know. Back then, it was like high A, S tier for me. Now, it's pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. It's pretty bad. Illumix, I don't know what they have done. They just didn't listen to fans. They didn't listen to the community. They didn't update their game. They did not fix their game. It was just a money grab, really. It turned from actually developing into like a FNAF game. And there was lore coming in, and there's cool animatronics come in, and then boom, lore cut off. Boom, let's just put out random skins that don't change the game at all, and make you pay $28 for an add-on that I still haven't even seen. I don't really care to see. Like, this game became a money grab and has since been abandoned, and it's sad because this was a huge part of my channel and where I am today. But FNAF AR was a really amazing game at launch. Honestly, I loved it. As they brought in more updates, they completely revamped the game mechanics. They didn't even bother getting the voice actor for hand unit back into the game. So you just read text at the tutorial now, except for some parts, which is it just shows how lazy they got with this game. They had a lot of people behind it, but they just didn't deliver, which is really sad because I absolutely love this game to bits. But whatever, yeah, C tier. Oh god, I wanted. I don't know. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know. I have to put it in S, right? Like, think about it. I just hit my mic. Think about it. It's help wanted. Like, VR FNAF. VR FNAF. We were waiting for how many years for this? Like, I remember finding out that this game came out, and I went crazy. Like, I've been waiting for this game since it was announced, like, years. But it introduced my favorite character, Glitch Trap William Afton. I just loved him. He was super, like, scary, creepy, and just, it was that new type of, like, terror kind of thing, that I absolutely loved about that. A lot of story to unpack, new mechanics, VR, that's the thing, it was in VR, like, that's crazy. How, like, they remastered, or not remastered, but they remade, like, the first 3 games, and then a bunch of mini games, and then they came out with a Halloween DLC, which was amazing. Yeah, I don't know. I absolutely loved Wanted. You could definitely tell, though, one, just because it was a AAA, like, VR game, but also, just the way the story was presented, or the way the game was presented, that Scott didn't have as much control in this game, which is making it hard to put in S. I kind of want to put it in, like, high A, but I'm going to keep it in S. Yeah. On to security breach. Wow. So we waited how many years for this game? Not how many years. It was a while. It was like 2 years. Since FNAF Help Wanted was just stopped getting updates or whatever. But I'm gonna put it in A. Okay, it's above these. It's there. Yeah, I'll put it there. Only I wanna put it in A, but it just has too many bad things. Too many bad things going for it. Like, there's so many bugs at launch, how many delays we had, story changes we've had, like, and also Vanny. I feel like Vanny was supposed to be a huge part, and she was like this big bad who was gonna be like the main antagonist, and it just kind of became, she was just kind of there. She didn't do much. She was just kind of the same as all the other animatronics, except she, like, made your vision all fuzzy, and that was about it. It did introduce some really cool characters, like Moondrop, Sundrop, and Roxy, but yeah, Security Breach, it was just a letdown. Like, it was such a long wait, for this game, and then they just kind of flopped. But you could tell with this game what 95% of their resources and time went to was the map. Holy crap, the map design in this game is amazing. Like, every nook and cranny of this game is just jam-packed with detail and thought. Like, everything was thought out. Like, at the start of the game, there are capsules, right, that have, like, the old animatronic parts, right, and some of them are missing. Some of them are missing from the cases, and it was just, they didn't tell you, but it was just this hidden detail that those parts went to the blob, and that's why the blob had all those parts. And I don't know, it was so cool, the fact that like, that much detail went into the map. Like, some of the best map making I've ever seen in a game. Absolutely amazing, that part. I loved it. It wasn't also scary. It just wasn't. It just straight up wasn't scary. Like, that's also another thing. Like, it was startling having animatronics chase you, but it wasn't scary. You know, it just didn't hit the same. Next game. Oh yeah. Is this Freddy in Space or Furious Rage? I haven't played these two. I played this one for a tiny bit. It's pretty bad. I'm gonna be honest. What can I say? It's just like a Street Fighter thing. It's cool, I guess. There's a little bit of story to unpack if you really dig into it, but it's just kind of being honest. Oh yeah, this Plus, FNAF Plus. This isn't even out yet. Why is this on here? This isn't even out yet. Haven't played because I don't know. I don't know what that is. Someone tell me what that is. There's a There was a Halloween edition? Let's just go to FNAF World. Okay, here. Was there a Halloween edition? Wait, I didn't even know there was a Halloween edition to FNAF World. Since when was that a thing? I'm gonna say I haven't played because I don't know. But yeah, there's my tier list. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was a fun video to make. It's currently midnight and I should probably go to bed. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. And yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.